Why, hello there, Internet. This is Keith8PC, and this is a Pro Dota commentary. This is a match between Starsboba Gigabyte and Razer3gp. It is actually a match in the ADC 2010, and it is Playdate 3, and it is Game 2 of the series between these two teams. And this is actually a recommended replay over on GhostlyGamers.com. I don't know anything about it other than that, so I'm hoping it is a good match. And going through the players on the Starsboba side of things, we have SS, that'd be so soon, on the Storm Spirit. We have AR on the Vulsion. We have S on the Slardar. DV, that gotta be David, on the Sven. And BI playing the Puck. Actually, before I go on to the Scourge lineup, I'll just talk about the Sentinel lineup briefly. So Puck will probably be soloing bottom and Storm Spirit soloing mid, but that leaves the Witch Doctor, Sven, and Slider to try lane top, presumably. Or could be the other way, but I think it'll be top, could be bottom, hard to say. But in any event, they're going to be tri-laning, but two melee heroes might have a hard time. Now in a tri-lane, stuns are all and good, but the stuns don't get the kills. The stuns just hold the enemy in place, as others have said, while the right clicks do the damage. Now, while others have said that, the extension of that is it is much harder for melee heroes to get in the right clicks than ranged heroes. I mean, ranged heroes, they, stun and then they're like, pew, 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 fire lasers, pew! But melee heroes, they're like, okay, now I stun you, and now like, la-di-da-di-da, I walk up to you, and then I start hitting you. So it might be a bit harder for them to get some kills in their try, but we'll see how it plays out. Scourge hasn't picked their 5th hero yet. I'll unpause it so they can do that. They have Evil playing their Vengeful Spirit. Hell yeah, love the name, playing the Kunkka. Choco is playing the Bottom, headed bottom. Phobia is playing the Lion, and there is Mad Cow on the Alchemist. And briefly talking about their team, it looks like they're also going to have two melee heroes in a tri-lane top. And confirming that the Sentinel tri-lane is headed top because we see their Puck soloing bottom. But in any event, Bottom is soloing bottom, the Lion will be soloing mid. And Alchemist, Vengeful Spirit, and Kunkka tri-laning top. And again, this is two melee heroes on both sides, which is a bit unusual. One thing I'll mention about the Scourge team is I love Vengeful Spirit as a hero because Vengeful Spirit as a support hero, I feel, helps your entire team scale into the late game better than any other support hero in the game because of her Command Aura and her Hell of Terror. Both really increase the right-click power of your team throughout the game. Kunkka is a monster in team battles. If he picks up a Battle Fury or a Lothar's, or both, heaven forbid, or even a Breeza for crits, he can do some ridiculously strong AoE damage. Actually, now that I think about Kunkka and Alchemist and trying together, I'm not sure who will get the farm. Probably Kunkka. I guess Alchemist will probably just be there for his stuns and his acid spray, but Alchemist might get a bit of farm later. I'm uncertain though. Lion hopefully Lion should get an early Blink Dagger and really help out their early game. Bottom, she's not soloing middle, so we should see she's not going to be doing much ganking, I don't think, since she's not in the middle. She should be just mainly farming and hoping to carry her team. One thing I want to mention that I didn't mention before about the Sentinel side is that they have potentially some absolutely fantastic initiation. Storm Spirit is a great initiator just out of the box. Puck will be getting himself an early Blink Dagger, and probably both Sven and Slardar will be getting Blink Daggers. However, only one of them will be getting the farm initially, so the other one might take a bit longer to get himself a Blink Dagger. So ridiculously good initiation on the Sentinel, and good initiation usually makes for entertaining matches, which I hope this is, and I hope you enjoy it. So let us begin unpausing and watching them head out and ward, because warding is entertaining. Who's packing the ward? So Witch Doctor's packing his team wards, while then just backing her. So she's going to drop one probably in this handy dandy little spot right here. La-di-da-di-da. Vengeful Spirit wants to ward. Don't you want to ward? You want to drop a ward? Come on, Vengeful Spirit. Yes, surely she is dropping a ward, of course. The Witch Doctor is probably going to be dropping a ward over here. La-di-da-di-da. That one spots the rune. Fantastic. It's some warding fun. I love warding. Now, one thing I want to mention about warding is they stick together. You want to stick together while you ward. There's safety in numbers, but actually, as they cross the river, they might be in a bit of trouble because I mentioned safety in numbers. There are 4 Scourge heroes here, so this could turn into a 4v3 fight, which would be absolutely terrible for the Sentinel. I'm not sure if that's what'll play out or not. Well, uh-oh. Oh, don't walk. No, don't walk towards them. Don't walk towards them. Oh, no, look out. We have Alchemist charging up at stun. Right now, Vengeful Spirit goes in for the stun on the Witch Doctor, who's going to be torrented and stunned by the Alchemist. Lion is being hit by the Sentinel. However, he gets the stun off to run away. The Witch Doctor goes down. They are chasing the Lion. They get off one more stun, but that is not going to be enough to kill him. He is running away. He's going to salve up and return to the action. And Sven looks like he's running away. Is he? Slaughter gets off a great stun on 3 heroes, but he's still going to die. There's the Alchemist stun. There is a Torrent and a Lion stun, and he goes down. Now Sven is running away. There's a Potom right here, and she's got an arrow, so look out for that. No, she missed. The arrow is just too far. Sven takes quite a bit of damage from the tower. The Lion is too far away to use his impale, so it does look like Sven will get away. He takes one more hit from a tower, so Sven's taking a lot of damage running away, and it's going to take him forever to get back in lane. Forever and a day, really. So great little initial clash for the Scourge, largely due to the fact that the Sentinel played it very aggressively, and they crossed the river, which meant that they had to deal with the Lion, and it was a 4v3, and that was just too much for them. We see Alchemist go. It looks like he's not going to be getting the farm, but he is going to be trying to do a bit of creep pulling to get himself a spot of gold. Sven headed top lane. He's actually Clarity salving up. He's going to pick up an illusion rune, so we'll see what they make of that. I do believe Vengeful Spirit did plop a ward down here, so they do see him. He is very visible, so they shouldn't get a kill. As Stars, actually, I don't think they've warded the woods, but come on, Alchemist. Oh no, Alchemist has been hit once by the Witch Doctor, and now the Sven has stunned him, and the Slaughter stunned him, and now the Sven stuns him. And the Alchemist falls down, which is a bit foolish on his part, because he saw the Sven coming, and if he saw it coming, he really should have gotten the hell out of dodge. In any event, he has fallen, sadly. Mid lane we have the Lion leaning against the Storm Spirit, and I think that lane is a slightly in favor of the Lion, because he has longer range. And that should help him get a few more denies in, which means he should hit level 6 first, barring ganks on either side, and hitting level 6 first is absolutely essential. Sven is stunned twice. However, the Alchemist Kunkka, as I mentioned it was a problem for, I think, the Sentinel, but it's a problem for the Scourge too. Melee heroes, they can get the stuns off at range, sure, but then they can't get the right clicks to follow up, so they're not going to get a kill out of it. Storm Spirit's actually at fairly low health, but Lion's at even more low health, and is being wailed on by creeps, and he's on the low ground, so he better get away. Both heroes surely going to salve up and be absolutely fine. The Vengeful Spirit's sort of hanging out in the woods, so they're not really being too aggressive. I think they're forming up in positions maybe to get a pincer attack off on the enemy. No, actually, the Vengeful Spirit's actually headed towards the river to pick up this invisibility rune, which was spotted by her ward. Meanwhile, though, the tri-lane are down a man, so the Sentinel should really be aggressive here, as the Vengeful Spirit is not there. However, I guess they do not know the Vengeful Spirit is not there. This Storm Spirit is surely dead. One stun, actually the Hollow Terror, then a stun, then another stun, then some right clicks, and the Vengeful Spirit getting the last hit off. And Starsboba did have a ward up here, so they did know that the Venge had left the lane, so I'm a bit surprised that they didn't choose to be more aggressive during her absence. The Puck is farming bottom. He has 8 last hits now against the Potom. Where's the Potom? There she is. The Potom has 11, so she has a slight edge, but when Puck hits level 6, he might be fairly deadly. But any time Potom lands an arrow, she is very deadly. So that's a lane that either hero could really ninja kill out of. Potom can do it right now. Puck has to wait till he's level 6, probably. Alchemist, despite being killed the last time he did a creep pull, is quite content to do more creep pulls, and that's a good move for him. And Sentinel shows up here. Oops, I totally just knocked my headset off of my head. But it's back now. One thing I want to mention about disrupting creep pulls. Creep pulls happen very often, especially if you don't ward off the camp. And to disrupt a creep pull, usually the most effective thing is if you can get in there and last hit the neutrals. It's sort of like you steal the neutral kills. That's your ideal situation. You want to get in there in time to last hit a neutral. Maybe like usually a good one, the ones that give the most gold. If you can do that, you basically turned it about, and instead of the enemy getting extra experience and gold, you did. However, there Sentinel should off a bit late. Oh my goodness, I see Vengeful Spirit's picked up a haste rune actually, and she's coming to gank mid again, and this Storm Spirit's probably going to die, just like he died before. We'll see if he can get himself out, because he's not level 6, he can't zip away. He's stunned once, stunned twice, and a hex to boot, and he is toast. So unfortunately, the Storm Spirit has fallen twice now. And that's actually 4 kills for the Vengeful Spirit, so she's playing absolutely baller. The Kunkka's taking a fair bit of damage, but it looks like he's going to get away just fine. He's a fairly durable hero. He's got a couple of the Gauntlets of Strength to give himself quite a bit of health. And actually, this Alchemist is turning things around on the Slardar, and the Witch Doctor just got hit by a Tidebringer Slash, which took him down to about 50 health. The Kunkka's Tidebringer Slashes are an excellent form of sort of passive constant harassment. Now he's level 5. It is very deadly, and really makes him a jerk to lane against. Kunkka is very popular in Trillions for this very reason. So Puck is now level 6, so since he's level 6, I better keep an eye on the Podham's health in case he does a spell combo on her. You know, he zips in, and then he silences her, and ults her, and all that good stuff. Meanwhile, the Lion is also level 6, so he might get a kill on the Storm Spirit with his finger. However, he is out of mana and taking a bit of damage at the same time, but he gets away just fine. Headed back top lane, we see this Vengeful Spirit was sort of on the flanks, but however it looks like she's going to be flanks. Their flank has been penetrated. The Vengeful Spirit's flank has been penetrated, and now she has fallen. She is being pursued. They are hounding her flanks. She has been, oh my goodness, down she goes. And not only does she die, but it also looks like they're taking out this Alchemist, who's at half health now. The Kunkka's at full health up top lane. And the Alchemist has been stunned, and he's surely about to die. The Kunkka lands a good defensive torrent, and my phone is ringing. However, I'm going to ignore it. I apologize for the phone ringing. But the defensive torrent does not save his ally's life. But he gets off another Tidebringer Slash. Excellent harassment. Look at the low health these heroes are at from all the Tidebringer Slashes and a torrent. And if he can get off another Tidebringer Slash, this could result in a kill. Let's see if he gets another Tidebringer Slash. The Tidebringer Slash is up, and he lands the Tidebringer Slash on the Witch Doctor, which kills the Witch Doctor, which is incredibly baller. And the Storm Spirit's middle, and my phone is still ringing, and I'm still apologizing. Oh, there are 2 people bottom. We have the Vengeful Spirit bottom looking to be ganking the Puck, who might get a kill on the bottom. It could go either way. We'll see if he dodges the Vengeful Spirit stun. He just barely dodges the Vengeful Spirit stun with his Waning Rift, I think that one's called. And he ults the Podham, who is very low health. She leaps away, takes second stun, 2 health. I saw her, 2 health. And Vengeful Spirit stun's going to be off cooldown any second now. Puck does not dodge the second stun, and he falls down. Podham at 2 health, very lucky. A very narrow margin of error there. Actually, I see a Lion coming around the back with an Alchemist, and the Lion has his finger, and he has the mana to use it. The Alchemist stun hits the Storm Spirit, and the Lion stun goes off, and soon the finger, and there's the finger, and the Storm Spirit goes down. And this is a very action-packed game, I think. 3-7 in favor of the Scourge, so the action has been favoring the Scourge at this point in time. We have a Vengeful Spirit and a Podham bottom, maybe doing an arrow. No, the arrow misses the Witch Doctor, which is a bit unfortunate because the Vengeful Spirit did stun first, so I think the Podham really should have landed that arrow, but oh well. Can't win them all, as they say. And this Slardar is going to be trying to lane against a Lion and Alchemist. That is not going to work out. I don't know what he's... That's just painful. However, the Kunkka at the same time is not going to be able to lane against this Puck. Maybe he will, though, with his Tidebringer Slashes. We'll see. Things are shaping up nicely, and so actually Slardar is alone against this Lion, who's still very high health. Puck is against the Kunkka, and I'm just trying to keep an eye on all lanes, because actually bottom lane, this bottom is in serious danger. She got stunned by the Witch Doctor, and then static remnanted by the Storm Spirit, and she has fallen down. And my phone is ringing again, so just allow me to pause.